Let's start refactoring the diagram. We're going to refactor it for readability, not just code ability. So number one thing I'm going to do is just wipe out the debug probes I was adding. Wipe those out, wipe these out. There. And these, and that, and these two. There we go, save it. And see that it works still. Good enough. After wiping out all the debug, we're going to wipe out this no op here. Like this. There, check that it works. Yes. Next, we'll just grab this part and give it its own more descriptive part name. So we'll open up a new page. We'll rename the page to make remaining ID references human readable. And then we're going to grab that part, copy, and then paste it in here. And then we'll give it a, there we go, get that stuff up here. We'll give it an input port. We'll give it an output port. And exception port. And then we'll draw a connection from here to there. I want it to be rounded and 2 points, and I'll set it as the default style. We'll then use it here. The default style kicks in. Here, I'm just going to use the same style because I'm feeling lazy. We'll go back to 100%. And we'll rename that to be... apparently we won't. It was the name of this part. Go back to here. Give it that name. Yeah, there it is. And then it's not blue anymore, so we'll just grab one of these blue guys. There's a number of ways to do this. I'm doing it this way to show you this trick. So edit style of that thing. I grabbed the style. Whoops, I did grab it. Edit, grab it, copy, and then go here and edit the style and paste the style in. Apply, and it turns blue. Get rid of this old one. And save it and check to see that it's working again. Next, we'll attack this part. We're going to call it drop draw IO-ID. We'll just get a fresh part, draw IO-ID. That's what we want it to be. We're going to grab this thing, drop it into a new page. Do that again. Something's going screwy here. Copy. Oh, I must have double-clicked or something silly. There we go. Okay, and same deal. We need to give it a... I could have copy-pasted this from somewhere else. In fact, maybe I'll do that. See if I can rename IO-ID is the name of the tab. I'll go back to this tab and grab these two guys. Go here, put them in. Over here. And I think the default still applies. Yes. There and there. and there. And then we go back to main, and we rewire main to be this. And this guy goes to here. And this guy, there we go, goes to here. We get rid of him. What just happened? Well, don't know. There we go. And we're going to tidy up the layout of this in a moment. I'll leave it for now. And check, it works fine. We want to add a couple of comments here, so I press the S key. Gives me one of these yellow boxes. I type into it. The comment is remove draw IO from inside of cells. As we can see, it's got a white background, so I'm going to click on that, go to text, turn off the background color, and then it's now changed that to be there. And then I'm going to grab this comment and put it in here. Explain jq.md. So I've got this big long explanation from Claude that explains what this piece of JQ does. And then save it. Make it again. Works fine. Next I attack this. And I turn it into detect edge kinds. You've seen me do this already. So I just did it and elided the diagram. I go back to here and say detect edge kinds. Grab the bluishness from here. Edit style, grab, copy. No. There we go. Set style to this. I hit the wrong key. Gotta start that again. Grab the style. Edit the style. There, apply. Didn't work. Do that again. No, well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting tired. Edit the style. Grab the whole style. Edit the style. Overwrite the style, apply. There we go. Got it. Check. Works fine. Next, we're going to lasso these two parts and drop them into their own tab. I'm going to open the tab, type in the name, decision tree to diagram to JSON. We'll go back to those two parts, grab the parts out of here, and put them in here. And then the usual stuff of grabbing inputs and outputs. There. And we'll put a input there, join them up. And was there a... Yes, there's comments that I wanted from here. There and there. And I don't like where this is sitting, so I'm going to select all, drag it down a bit, go back to main. This becomes just one part. That's how I'm abstracting. There, and that is, it's this part, name. Copy that name, put it in here. There, and we want to turn that blue. Edit style, grab, edit style, paste, done. Okay. And save and check. Works fine. Next, we want to reduce the busyness of this level, this layer of diagram. We want to take all of these 4 parts and stick them into their own tab. I'm going to open a new tab. I'm going to rename it to convert diagram to called JSON. I'll go and grab a copy of them there and drop it in here. And then I need to add the an input port there. There, now it's lining up nicer. And I need to grab the output port for that. We'll just do that. Put them here and here. There, that looks about okay. There. Go back to here. This was called that convert called diagram. There, we'll take the first one of these, so we'll take that one there. We'll blow this one away, blow that one away, blow that one away, blow that away, that away, that away, that away, that away. These things have to join up. Why isn't it joining? What's going on here? Something about, there we go. And this one needs to join up to there. And then the whole thing is just too widely spaced, so I'll just drag them closer together. That looks pretty good. These could go closer together to about there. I go to 100%. Now I can see it all on one screen. There's a little bit of messiness here. What's going on? There we go. Okay. Save it, check it. Working fine. I'm going to stop fooling around with it here. Basically, the goal was that, okay. Yeah, these need to be moved together. I'll put them here. And then the first step on that is decision tree to that. So I'll move that over to here. And the next one is detect edge kinds. Move it over to here. Drop IOID to here. No, here. And then I think it was the convert remaining. Make remaining to here. Just keeping the tabs in some order. Okay, I'm going to stop here and do the rest of the editing behind the scenes. We'll pick up later.